I was playing The Sims in my living room when a SWAT team raided my home. This is the police! Open up! Before me and my mom could react, 6 officers flooded into our living room, guns drawn. They weren't even handsome. I dropped my MacBook. 2 officers grabbed me off the couch and forced me onto the floor, and not in the good way. Hands behind your back, they said, and I screamed because they were so rough with me that I could feel my acrylic nail breaking. Mom was crying. Dad came running downstairs in his boxers. What the hell is going on? He yelled. No one answered him. The officers sat me on the couch while the other officers went through every room. They grabbed everything and bagged it like it was evidence, and I tried not to cringe while watching my Victoria's Secret silk pajamas get wrinkled. When they were done, I managed to gather up enough courage to ask again. So, what's going on? That's when a detective walked in. He had plain clothes on. My parents were brought to another room. The man sat across from me and placed a folder on the coffee table. We need to talk about Jimin Cook. He's a missing persons case. My stomach dropped. Jimin was my best friend's ex-boyfriend. He cheated on her twice, gaslit her for months, and was a raging narcissist. I hated him. And I guess the detective noticed the look of disgust on my face because he spoke again. Jimin's been missing for 6 days, and right now, you're our primary suspect. My eyes widened. I don't know anything about that, I said, voice shaking. I haven't even seen him since he and my best friend broke up. An officer brought my parents back into the living room, and they sat down beside me. The detective reached into his pocket and pulled out the voice tape he brought with him. Your daughter has been planning this for weeks. We have recordings that prove it, he said, clicking play. I listened as my voice came through the recording. I just trapped Jimin in a room. He's not getting out. He's going to die. My mom's hand flew to her mouth. Dad looked at me like he didn't recognize me. I shouted, trying to defend myself. It's not what it looks like. I was talking about The Sims. The detective stopped me. Don't even try. We have more recordings. He played the next one, and I listened as my voice came through the tape again. I'm watching Jimin starve. It's been 4 days. He keeps crying, but I don't care anymore. The room was spinning. The detective played the next recording. I killed Jimin last night. Took longer than I thought, but it's done. Mom started crying. Dad stood up like he wanted to throw me into prison right then and there. The detective spoke. Why don't you just confess? I buried my head in my hands. Because there's nothing to confess. This is all in the SIMS. I made him starve and killed him in the SIMS. A video game, not real life. I'd never hated boomers more than at that moment. The detective leaned forward and got all serious. Here's what we know. You hated Jimin, you threatened him publicly, and the timestamps on these recordings match the exact window of his disappearance. Mom broke down completely. Dad asked for a lawyer. I was sobbing, chest so tight I could barely breathe. Play the whole recordings, I said. Not just clips, play everything. The detective stared at me for a long moment, and I could tell he hadn't done that yet. Someone else must have found the snippets of the recordings for him. He turned to the tech officer and said, pull the full audio files. The officer pulled my MacBook out and found the original recordings, the one I'd posted on Twitch. He played the first one in full, and my voice came through. I trapped Jimin in a room. He's not getting out. Let's see if he tries to sleep or if he just keeps peeing on the floor. Classic Sims logic. The detective's face changed. The officer played the next one. I mentioned The Sims again, and that's when, finally, they did it. They pulled up The Sims on my laptop. Right there, I had a lock called Jimin's Prison. It was a small room with no doors, and it proved my innocence. The detective's jaw tightened. They unlocked my cuffs and left within minutes, which is funny because I actually did organize for Jimin to be kidnapped and killed in real life.